Darviny channel and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make something that I love making, and that is kale chips. Look at all this wonderful kale that we've been washing and chopping up all day and having so much fun with it. So what I discovered with kale chips is that this is such a hearty vegetable, and honestly I used to never really like kale until I started discovering different ways and different things to do with kale. On another day, I'll show you this wonderful kale salad that I never thought I'd like, but it's delicious. But today, I'm going to show you 11 different ways to make kale chips. First, what I do all the time when I start the kale chips is I make a homemade tahini dressing. Super easy to make, not hard, but you can also buy this in any grocery store or Whole Foods, pre-made if you don't feel like making it. So to make this is super easy. It's just sesame seeds, olive oil, a little bit of water, put it in the mixer and let it just go. And it becomes this kind of like a puree, like a thick peanut butter type thing. But what I do to make the kale chips taste super good and super different than other kale chips is I don't add oil to them. I just add the tahini dressing as my base. Super nutritious. So I mix them up, and then I choose different ingredients to mix within the tahini dressing to give it flavor. For example, here I have sun-dried tomatoes that I took from the jar and I put it in the blender, the Vitamix over there, I blended it up, and this one it's mixed with the tahini dressing. We're going to have sun-dried tomato kale chips. And then this is pesto, right out of the jar. Pesto out of the jar. Yes, I can also make my own pesto, but this time it's out of the jar. Mixed with tahini dressing. Delicious pesto kale chips. So, all different flavors. We have Indian flavor, we have barbecue flavor, we have West Indies flavor, curry flavor, sweet and sour, curry and pineapple. What's this one? Oh, jerk seasoning. All different seasoning. And then even this that I took out of one of these little jars right here, which is, just the bags, one of these little bags, is a Bombay spiced chickpea, dried chickpea, dehydrated chickpea. I put it in the mortar and I kind of chop it up. Now mix that with tahini dressing. So, here we go. We're going to make 11 different types of kale chips. I take a large bowl before I start mixing everything, and I take all this kale and I make sure that it's cut up in little pieces, not too little. If it's dehydrated, I kind of eat it up, but that it's not oversized either. I take the stems out all the time because the stems are super bitter. We don't want stems in there. So here we go. First recipe, here it is. Here's the kale, and I'm adding now some tahini dressing that I made right out of here. And I'm going to mix it. You can mix it with your hands like it is sometimes, or you can take one of these little mixing things right here and mix it up. And as you're mixing it up, tahini gets all inside the kale and kind of softens this kale with it. And what I'm going to add for the flavor of this one, how about we choose pesto. I'm going to put some of the pesto dressing right here, mixed in with it. Voila. And we're going to mix it up. That easy, that easy. So if you were to buy the tahini dressing already made, you can buy pesto out of a jar or anything that you like to eat. Now you can make kale chips a little bit lighter. I like to have them thick with flavor and taste and yummy things. They're really crunchy and delicious. But you can also make them on the light side and just put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, put a bit of maybe lemon salt on it or lavender salt, and a tiny bit of oil, and put it in the oven as well. So there's different types of chips. I just like them to be a full, flavorful type of chip. You can use it to, you could use the tahini dressing as a salad dressing. And if you don't like kale, you can use these same recipes and make maybe spinach chips or other vegetables that you like. Use kind of a mandolin and cut the vegetables up and make other kind of chips. Now look, that seemed like a lot of kale before, and look how small that got, that little group just got. So it's nice and saturated. Put my glasses on. Nice and saturated within the dressing. See that? Look at that. Oops. Nice and there we go. Look at that. So now this smells super good. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the pesto to get that real flavor of pesto. If you're going to eat the pesto, might as well go for it, right? Here we go. And that is it. We are done. This is ready to go into the dehydrator, or I can make a second batch of something else. We can put them all together at the same time in the dehydrator. So look at that. That smells good. That was really good.
I was only trying to stay warm.